Author Love Dorsey gives the realest advice on managing your emotions in a relationship.
What up, Instagram? So listen, this is a Love Dorsey live. I don't know if y'all able to see the caption or not, because I really don't be working Instagram as much as I be working Facebook. But if you say relationships, y'all doing it wrong. A lot of y'all been inboxing me, especially on Instagram, about the relationship you in and going sour or going through something. So I'm gonna speak on it, right? I'm gonna speak on some of the inboxes I read and some of the y'all going through. But I'm gonna give y'all the disclaimers like I give Facebook, because a lot of I don't give no fucks about. So I'm gonna let y'all know this is a sinner's page. This is a sinner's live. If you on here and you one of them holier than thou people and you can't stand to see a pretty black woman curse or talk the way I'm finna talk, get the fuck off. Y'all give no fucks about that. I'm telling you now, save your own soul. Don't worry about mine. Don't be on here telling me to repent because I'm cursing. Repent this or this. Either one. It's your choice. Deacon Brown, Sister Jones, Pastor, whoever. I give no fucks. Don't come on my live trying to tell me how to talk and what to say. It's a lot of I give no fucks about. For those of y'all that feel like, oh, when she be live, she always be talking about the females and taking the side and just like that. I give no fucks about you. Don't get on here typing all that bullshit. I'm not gonna read it. I will delete the comments when you be typing them long paragraphs. I never actually get to read the same way I do you when you send them long texts crying and whining, being a victim the same way you trying to be on my motherfucking live. I'm there to a lot of you crybaby weekend. I don't want to hear that shit. Now to my real queens, my real that stand on something and want to grow and learn and change their mindset about relationships, listen, I with y'all. Stay on here. Y'all other get the fuck off. To a lot of y'all that be on here and you want to type all that shit where you feel like, oh, she shouldn't be calling and we kings and queens and she whitewashed and a white using her. Listen, I don't want to hear none of that. Get your mother off of here. I'll be the uncle and the motherfucking Tom on this live. If that's what you want me to be, you can get off. Y'all know my favorite saying. This is a worldwide motherfucking well. You can take your somewhere else and watch something else. It's pretty much going on that will be to your liking. For those y'all that get on here and you don't get no attention in your everyday life, meaning you can't get no, you can't get no pay no mind, you ain't got no money to get your hair done, you didn't get none for Christmas, you just miserable. And you gonna come on here and you gonna type, oh, look at the tattoos under her neck, or oh, her voice deep, or whatever the you want to say. I'm not gonna give any you're not gonna get no attention out of me, okay? I'm not easily riled up when I will read your mother if you say something that apply to my messages or what I'm trying to say. Other than that, when the live over with on Instagram, the comments don't even stay up, so you're wasting your motherfucking time. I won't even read. Are y'all clear? Everybody clear? To those of y'all that like to give out advice, y'all be having 3 followers and you want to give advice on how they lives should run. A lot of y'all be trying to tell, oh, your messages are so good, love, but if you would just tone down the cursing and go about it this way, y'all motherfuckers that's passing out advice on how to be successful, but you're actually not successful in the same that you passing out advice on, spare me. Spare me, okay? I don't want to hear that shit. I'm a real down-to-earth person. I just told y'all I come from the motherfucking projects. I'm hood. I'm urban. You can take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of her. This is me. You don't like it? Move around. You don't like how I'm talking? Move around. You don't like what you see? Move around. You think I'm something I should? Move around. Somebody type over here in the comment. Move around. You don't have to stay on here. Y'all clear on the disclaimers? I think I covered them all. Y'all motherfuckers that be victims. If you get cussed out on this motherfucker, I say something that step on your toes. Like, listen, the best thing you could do is just swipe off this live. That's the best thing for you. Because other than that, I don't be giving no fucks about all y'all be putting on here. All right, cool. So let's talk. Because we passed the disclaimers. I think y'all got it. All right, cool. So listen, the caption on this, if y'all seen it, say relationships, y'all doing it wrong. I'm going to start by saying this. It's a lot of y'all that's going through stuff in relationships, right? And y'all trying to manage what's going on in the relationship, right? Let me break this down so y'all understand. When things happen in life, when people are doing that they want to do, meaning you in a relationship with a bitch and they move in some way, shape, or form that you feel like goes against the relationship, right? A lot of y'all be trying to manage the other person's actions. Y'all say things and bring up conversations and confront the person and want to talk about in a way to where it's you trying to manage how the other person talking, moving, texting, operating online, when they coming, when they going. You have some sort of authority emotion about how you moving. This what you doing, so this how you moving. So here's what you, a lot of people going through this right now. Let me tell y'all, first off, you're doing it wrong. When things go on in life and you go through stuff, especially in these relationships, what you're supposed to try to manage is your reactions to what's going on, your feelings about what's going on, your demeanor and your actions about what is going on, not the other person. Let me let that sink in for y'all real quick. So what I just said was, when you going through it with a, you're not supposed to be trying to call that and manage how to keep moving. You supposed to manage how you gonna take it, how you gonna take it in, what emotions you gonna push out, how much you're gonna talk about it, how much you're gonna plan to move past it or not move past it or move the on. Do y'all understand what I'm explaining? Some of y'all dudes, y'all write me, you going through it with a bro, you cannot manage your actions. I'm here to tell y'all, as a real ass, females be way sneakier than. So the way that y'all be going about it in these relationships right now, trying to manage the actions, the words, the energy, the tone of another motherfucker, you doing it wrong. Sis, you doing it wrong. Bro, you doing it wrong. You're never going to be able to manage and govern over the actions of another individual. I'm going to tell y'all what y'all be doing. Y'all be in relationships, and instead of y'all trying to manage how you operate when going on around you that is not in your control or is not going y'all way, instead of y'all trying to manage that, y'all be in a relationship and then y'all confront and y'all bring up and you swear that you're communicating, but really all you doing is expressing how you're a victim of that person being themselves. I'm gonna say it again. All y'all be doing is trying to express or be in this sort of state where you want to point out to the other person every time they do some that sidebar they want to do, that you a victim of them just doing them or being themselves, right? So here is my advice to y'all. A lot of y'all, I tell y'all this on one-on-ones. You need to get a goal book. You need some goals of your own. The first thing most everybody need to write down in their goal book is management of their own emotions, because most adults do not have that down pat. I don't give a if you white, black, Spanish, Chinese, Vietnamese, whatever. In y'all upbringing, there never really was a course or a class in school or a session at home where a motherfucker taught you about management of emotions based on them coming out from someone else's actions. Y'all understand that? Like most of y'all, you can't get your together right now with relationships and life because the emotions that's going on within you, you can't manage them because they based on another individual's actions. You a victim. You a victim of another motherfucker doing things that they want to do. Y'all understand what I'm explaining? I just need to know before I move forward and go a little deeper that y'all understand what I'm explaining. You're in a relationship with a girl, nigga lied, right? He lied. It could be about anything. He lied about being with a He lied about where he was. He lied about paying something that he said he was going to pay or buying you something, or lied about helping with the kids, or hell, he omitted something. He didn't lie about it. He just left some shit out, right? You caught doing some that made you feel some type of way. Boom, let me help you recognize what's going on. Another person's actions is bringing out emotions in you. Guess what? Them emotions belong to you. So it's your job to manage them. You know what y'all do? When the emotions come on y'all, you gather all the emotions up. Y'all have all y'all emotions and you take them and you sit them in front of you. See, this how I feel about this. And this what you did with this. And this is how that happened. And this is how, and then y'all sit there and you want to come up with a solution to the management of your emotions. But this is your right? These things belong to you. The feelings that came out of you based on what he did, we ain't even got to what he did. See, all this stuff I'm talking about, management of self, this happened before you even have a conversation or react to what he did. It's called management of emotions. Y'all understand what I'm explaining? Who get what I just explained? Because if you don't get it, I'll re-explain it. I'm going to help you out on this live today. And some of you too. Who understand what I just explained? This has nothing to do with I haven't even, you done f***ed up. We ain't even talking to the yet. This is just, the emotions is coming out based on what somebody else outside of self is doing. See, y'all don't know about this because y'all ain't really went and worked on self. When things going on around you, you got to manage and understand how you feel about this, like how you really feel. I ain't talking about them temporary emotions. Let me break down. I'm gonna look y'all in y'all face when I'm saying this. A lot of y'all, especially women, emotions come over us, and the main emotions that come out at first be misdiagnosed. And what I mean by misdiagnosed, because I made a whole live explaining this to y'all. A lot of y'all, every emotion that come over you, it get mistaken for anger. Every emotion is either anger or hope. You hurt. You don't know how to identify but two emotions. Two, hurt and anger. So it don't matter what else be going on with you. Hurt, anger. Y'all understand this, right? Let me break this down in case some of y'all missed that live. You know, in pre-K and kindergarten, when they teach you how to identify emotions, you know, they show you the little pictures. This is happy. This is sad. This is angry. Y'all understand what I'm explaining? They be having the little pictures for jealousy. Oh, y'all skip that one. Anxiety. Oh, y'all skip that one. You ever go to the doctor and they had them little circles up on the wall where they had a person identify their pain level and shit? Y'all miss all. So every emotion that come over you when something do bother you, it's either hurt or anger. You either a victim or you real mad and you finna retaliate because of course somebody took shots at you. That took shots at you or that tried you. Y'all don't never identify the emotion of jealousy. Y'all don't never identify the emotion of anxiety. Y'all don't never identify the emotion of just being depleted of energy, meaning fatigue. You ever just thought about you're tired? Nobody actually did anything to you. You're just tired of things not going your way. You weren't hurt. You're not actually angry. If you actually sat down and actually tried to manage and identify your emotions correctly, you're not none of that stuff that you keep saying you are. I'm gonna need y'all to keep up. Take that in for a second. Breathe. Before you comment and be upset with me, breathe. Take a second, breathe in, breathe out. It's okay to understand that I've been doing it wrong all this motherfucking time in this relationship. Breathe, breathe. And then you that want to comment the contrary, you argue with me on here, this not the live. Get the fuck off here. I already gave you motherfuckers a disclaimer. I'm preaching on this today. So I'm going to tell y'all like this. Anybody right now that you're bothered by what I just said about you being a grown and don't know how to manage your emotions, get off my live. The rest of this will not be, it won't sit well with you. It won't. And this is the World Wide Web. You can go surf worldwide for something else that fits your liking. But most of you, you've been identifying all of your emotions wrong. It's always hurt and it's always anger. It's never nothing else. And guess what? Jealousy is a natural, normal human emotion. Anxiety is a normal human emotion that will come over you when you're not in control of your environment. Doesn't that sound familiar? You can't control it, could you? So you could be feeling anxiety right now. Some of you, it's the same thing. You're a grown man and your all the time you mad. Every time I do something, you mad or you hurt. She tried you. She did this. Why she doing this with the kids? Everything is not anger or hurt, bro. Some stuff is jealousy. Some stuff is anxiety. Sometimes you niggas just tired. You tired of a bitch, bro. You tired of not getting it right. You tired of not having your way. You just tired. You got to learn to identify. Y'all need to draw yourselves them little pictures. So when y'all be upset by something, you need to sit down and first, before you figure out how you gonna react, this happens before you even say anything to the person that supposedly did something. You gotta manage your own shit. Y'all understand what I'm explaining? I'm giving you motherfucking game on here today. Y'all be doing it wrong. I'm trying to tell y'all doing it wrong. So back to my original scenario. Girl did something, right? You found something in his phone. He lied about something, whatever. He omitted some information. He did something. We ain't even got to rather than should or shouldn't have did or whatever. He did some. You got to figure out what you feeling about what happened, right? So your emotions coming over you, right? Let's identify this shit for what it is. 9 times out of 10, you either be having anxiety or you be jealous. So let's say for shits and giggles that did some shit that made you jealous. You got to first be woman enough to say, this what I'm feeling. It's not hurt. I'm not a victim. It's jealousy. Meaning the stuff that this man is doing based on how we operating and the things that he doing and his age and him being him, a motherfucker is allowed to do whatever it is they want to do. I have a choice on whether I want to deal with it. So right now, if I'm going to just keep it G, I'm feeling what's called jealousy. I'm jealous right now. Moving in a way where I don't like it and it makes me feel some type of way. The way it makes me feel is jealousy. I'm jealous of what's going on. Some shit went on that I felt like was out of pocket or I wasn't included in or whatever, right? I'm jealous right now, right? And you know, y'all real prideful. Your mama taught you relationships is about right and wrong. So you ain't gonna just tell her that you jealous, right? I get it, bitch, I get it. But here's what you got to start doing. Pause for a second and own your. I'm jealous. He got a right to move like that if that's what he want to do. And if how he moving don't match up with my standards or my boundaries, I have a right to leave at any time. I don't have to play victim. I don't have to cry. I don't have to run to the internet and tell the story of what he did to me. I could simply at this point, if I feel like the jealousy I'm feeling is too much or it's taking me off my game to where I can't get my money or be the woman I want to be, guess what? Right now, before saying anything to the I got the option to use the door or the window too. Just let that sink in. Let that sizzle in your spirit, like Country Wayne be saying. Take it in. Breathe. Breathe. Before you type anything on my motherfucking live, breathe and take it in. Because I'm preaching on this motherfucker. Breathe. All right, cool. Now, let's say you woman enough. Okay, you want to talk to the about what you feeling. Here go y'all problem. Y'all talk a lot, but you don't say enough. You run your mouth a lot, but you ain't saying nothing. Y'all call it communication, but it really just be you talking about how you think you feel, because a lot of y'all, like I said, you don't actually identify your feelings as what they really are. So you go to and you go to them based on a misnamed emotion, meaning it's anxiety or jealousy or some shit, and you calling it hurt. So you go to a under the pretense that you some sort of victim, right? When you go to a in a victimized state, that makes them the villain, right? What happens when you approach somebody, anybody, male or female, young or old, and you painting them to have done something to you? They're going to get on the defense. This is why a lot of y'all relationships, it be more arguing than it do actually be communication. Now, we're going to do the same scenario with you dudes, because a lot of you write me, you talk about the same type of thing. I'm saying, love, the tripping. Let me tell you what the did. Okay, tell me what the did. Okay, she did blah, blah, blah. Same with these females. You angry. You telling me you angry, right? This is what you identifying yourself as being. I'm mad. But truth be told, you really jealous. You jealous because men are territorial, and that's your and you feel like your should act how you wanted to act. But just like I'm telling these females about a person have a right to do what the they want to in their lifetime. They only get one to live. Stop trying to control an individual outside of self. Just like I would tell these, you got the opportunity to sit down as a grown man, identify your motherfucking emotions like kindergarten. It's not anger what you feeling, my G. It's called jealousy. You territorial about your right? So if you're going to be a grown man and sit down with her, you really should be saying, babe, that you did earlier, it made me jealous. Y'all ain't going to never say this. No. Everything is always hurt. You did something to me, or anger. So mad at you. You tried me. That's all y'all know. It's like none of the other emotions exist. Why is that? Breathe. Breathe before you get on here and start typing all that long shit and turn into a tender. This me on this motherfucker. Now, I don't need no long paragraphs, because I'm not going to read that. Don't be no crybaby. Own your I'm going to let that settle in. Nah, I'm glad somebody commented the word toxic. And that's exactly what I was finna say next. Y'all don't understand this type of behavior is very toxic. The fact that before speaking to anyone about what's going on or what had happened, the fact that you can't properly identify your emotions, that's a self problem. You're toxic. Because you're going around like a child that throw temper tantrums for things that you don't need to be throwing a temper tantrum for. Y'all know how y'all watch those videos and you see them people, kids overreacting in the store. Y'all swear they need discipline. Ooh, how they need discipline. They want something out the store, can't get their way, mad about what their mama said, do or don't do, and they start acting crazy. Kicking, yelling, screaming, laying on the ground. What y'all do? Yelling, arguing, hanging up, blocking people, unblocking, pulling up on a busting windows out of cars, flattening tires, fighting, sending threats, going live online, inboxing people, screenshotting, screen recording. Oh, like a kid in the store, you motherfuckers need discipline. Oh, y'all want the kids to get their whooped. But what y'all need? Because you 30, 33, 45, 52, motherfucker, and you throw a temper tantrum and make it seem like somebody always doing something to you. But the people you dealing with, choices, that don't work all the time for any body. Y'all know what make it hard to walk out the door? You know what make it hard for the doorknob to turn? You know what make the door heavy? Like my grandma used to say, the door be heavy for some of you motherfuckers. You know why? Because you don't be whole upstairs. When you ain't whole up here, the doorknob be real heavy. You ever seen a movie where a motherfucker was drugged? Their judgment was impaired? You ever seen it's blurry? They motherfucker they're hallucinating and shit. You trying to grab a doorknob, you blurred and high, whatever done drugged you, it looked like 5 doorknobs. So you trying to grab it, but you don't know which one to grab because your vision, that's how you motherfuckers be when shit don't be right upstairs. This why you can't leave when it's hurting you, or you so bothered, or you keep being jealous, or you keep having feelings of anxiety, or it's making you miss your money because you can't manage how you feel. Oh, the door get real heavy then. You can't get out, can you? You trap, or a trapping you, or nah, the door been working this whole time. You just went right upstairs. All right. Breathe. Just breathe. I know it's shocking to some of y'all to realize you fall in this category. Relationships, you ain't doing it right. I'm going to help y'all on this live today. You just got to be willing to soak it in. Don't type all that on my motherfucking live. Just breathe. Breathe. You've been doing it wrong. Management of self, you've been doing it wrong. Some of y'all ain't been doing it at all. The way y'all go about problem solving in y'all relationships, you're doing it wrong. Now, this is the main reason why a lot of you females think I'm always on the side of this right here, what I'm about to say. And y'all done heard me say it before. Y'all think relationships be about right or wrong. Every time you want counsel or you want to vent or talk about your relationship, y'all always want to know who right and who wrong. Was I stupid? Should I have let him do this? But truth be told, if all you gotta understand, let me change how I'm wording that. All you gotta understand, no if. All you gotta understand is whatever you're able to tolerate based on the management of self, you can endure and keep going with, as long as it don't stop you from working on self in advance. And I'm gonna say that again. The only thing you gotta worry about is rather the stuff that's going on around you in your relationships. All that right and wrong. How much you did or didn't put up with from a or how have you been able to manage self during these situations? Some of y'all have never asked yourself that. Most never talk. Listen, this is why I'm teaching y'all this on this live today, because your mammy didn't know this. You might need to tag her. She might need to watch this motherfucker too, because she probably 60 and still can't manage her emotions. She still feel like somebody doing some shit to her. That is a choice. When y'all in these relationships and you trying to decide whether you want to keep your or keep with the or continue on trying to build with a person, it all starts with how it affected you as a person and how it is or isn't helping you become the person that you want to be. Here go the kicker though. A lot of y'all don't know what type of person y'all actually want to be. You still trying to find your way. This is why relationships are not about right or wrong, because most of the that y'all swear be doing wrong or did wrong, they be done did in their life trying to find self. They be having going on based on trying to figure themselves out. And I know some of you females, you're too grown. You're not going to be able to receive anything that I'm saying. But this includes cheating as well. This includes stepping out and doing shit that you turn around and regret later on. That is a part of learning self and understanding what you want out of life. A lot of stuff you don't know that you don't want it until you dabble, experience, or see firsthand somebody around you go through it. Y'all be mad at motherfuckers living their journey. Y'all be bothered by people doing what they supposed to be doing on their journey to who they trying to be. Here go the real problem as well. Y'all don't be on the same page as to what type of person they be trying to be, because a lot of times, like I said, they don't even know where they really going with this shit. So this is why you cannot manage a nigga or a bitch. In a relationship, you can't manage your boyfriend or your husband. You got to manage you and your emotions. And then y'all got to compliment one another. And the shit that y'all doing got to make sense for who y'all actually are individually in order for y'all to come together and be as one. Just breathe. Breathe. Breathe and take it in. Don't type nothing, just breathe. I know y'all hate to be wrong. I know you hate to realize shit. I know I'm stepping on a lot of y'all toes. Just breathe. The actions of a person out in the world is a reflection of what they have going on with self. A lot of y'all, you internalize shit that has nothing to do with you, even in these relationships. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Get you a motherfucking goal book and start with self. Management of emotions. My reactions to things. How I move when shit get tough. A lot of y'all problem is when the pressure be on, y'all think y'all not folding, but you really folding. All that arguing, yelling, stressing, your health be up and down, eating all that motherfucking fast food and operating in a way that you normally would not if you were one with self. Meaning, excuse me, your aura, your energy was at peace. Y'all don't understand this. All that be a way of folding under pressure. You think because you still sticking around, because you still arguing with, because he's still lying to you, because you still believe in them lies and know they lies but want to call them truths based on staying in a relationship by choice but want to be a victim as if somebody making you stay because you can't really see where the dough knob at because you ain't right upstairs. You ain't focused on self. You don't eat right. You don't exercise. You don't meditate. You don't read and grow as a person. Some of y'all, you mad at a or right now because you just as dumb as you was 5 years ago. You really upset because you haven't seen yourself grown. So guess what you do? Because it's a lot of work need to be put on self. Y'all sit there and y'all take y'all attention and put it on y'all partner. So a lot of y'all females, y'all love them songs that talk about how you can't raise a man because all you've been doing is watching the flaws in a instead of paying attention to the ones within you and fixing them. I promise you, if you work on self, half the y'all notice that be wrong with or bitch, you wouldn't even notice that because you too busy worried about you. You really can't notice how broke another motherfucker is if you always got your eyes on your bag. You really won't notice how up another person is in the head if you trying to fix you. Y'all want the results of a selfish season, but you don't actually want to do the work on self. You don't want to mind your own business. This includes when you're in a relationship. Y'all want to check phones. Y'all want to tell y'all everything. You want to know everything that went through, everything that's been through before you. You want to know all their plans for the future. You want to know everything they got going on in their mind right now. All the wrong shit. All you supposed to be worried about is what type of person do I want to be, and when we're together, does it complement one another? Now I'm gonna help y'all out, right? Because it's the holiday time, right? It's Christmas. Merry Christmas to y'all. You know, New Year's coming up. Happy New Year. Motherfucking Valentine's Day gonna be coming up. That's the couples holiday. That's when a lot of you get your feelings hurt. And then, you know, we going into Easter and a lot of other, it's the holiday season, right? Something to help y'all out. A lot of y'all be in these relationships, and when y'all be trying to spend time with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, the nigga or that girl that you fucking on, girl, yeah, I know about that too. Y'all be with these people, right? And instead of enjoying y'all time with them, you don't know how to control your thoughts. You can't control your thoughts because, like I said, you don't know how to identify emotions. You don't know how to manage what's going on upstairs, but you all downstairs and outside trying to manage what's going on all over. It ain't gonna work like that. It's not gonna work. When y'all be with y'all significant other, whoever, y'all don't know how to be in the moment and enjoy yourself because you can't quiet your thoughts. Women especially, urban women especially, women that have been through terrible stuff in relationships, meaning like dogging them the fuck out and them being weak-minded and sticking around, that done got dogged out by females with these kids and all kind of like that. Y'all be scarred and broken and be holes within y'all. You don't know how to manage your thoughts. So a lot of times when you spending time with somebody in your life right now that really is a good person or that y'all do match up with, you can't quiet your crazy long enough to actually enjoy the company of it. Y'all be with and you worry about, well, I wonder who he texting, or I wonder what's going on in his phone, and why he keep looking over there, and why he flipped the phone over. And I'm saying, I wonder where he would be if he wasn't here with me. Just all the wrong. You can't smell the air, the cologne. You can't even get no good head or none of that because you worry about the wrong. A lot of y'all too. You sitting around with a bitch, you wondering what's in her phone, or well, I wonder do she act like this when she like all the wrong. You can't even enjoy. You don't know how soft her skin is, how soft her is, how wide her hips spread, because you worrying about the wrong. You can't quiet what's upstairs. And these holidays, it be real stressful for y'all because you wonder too much. You're hypothetical too much. You create too much smoke up here based on not being able to settle your motherfucking thoughts. So you can't even enjoy the gifts you got. You wondering if he bought something that costs more or all this old extra shit. When in all reality, the most valuable thing another individual can give you is their time and undivided attention. I'm going to let that settle. Ain't no Birkin bag, no AP watch, no motherfucking wig. All that shit be nice, but none of that shit is more valuable than a actually paying your some genuine attention and giving you some genuine time. Same goes for these females. A bitch could buy you whatever, a Christmas basket that you didn't motherfucking want, some Jordans, a motherfucking whatever, a car, anything. The best thing a bitch could give you, bro, the most value is her undivided attention without the crazy. Y'all don't be getting that up out, people. Every time you with your bitch, y'all arguing. Every time you with your, you ain't really with because your mind wandering on them bitches and on stuff that happened from the past and that old mixing with the new shit. You thinking he might be doing this and I might be blah. But the truth is, you really ain't got to be worried about nothing if you know self, because once you work on self and you fix you understand the door works at all times. So if at any time reality sets in front of me that this ain't working or somebody is actually hurting me, I could use the door. You know how people try to sell you stuff, right? Like, for example, the cable company, they try to give you, like, you can get internet, phone, and cable, $99, you know, for X amount of time. Or you might be trying to get a security system. And with the company like ADT, you could get 3 years. The price every month is blah. The main thing a motherfucker be wanting to know is, what if I need to get out of this at any given time? Is there a cancellation fee? What will it cost me to walk out the door? For a lot of y'all don't understand. These relationships come with no cancellation fees. You can get the f out whenever you want to. So you ain't got to worry. You ain't got to stress. You ain't got to stick around past your boundaries. It's plenty of people in the world. You can cancel, unsubscribe, like log off whenever you want. I'm saying that to say this. Y'all got to start working on self so that y'all are able to enjoy the company that y'all have around y'all. These relationships, y'all struggle with being able to even, like, smile at y'all memories y'all have with the people because you do too much. Now I'm finna talk about privacy. Breathe. Just breathe. Breathe before you type all that shit on my motherfucking live. Breathe. Or get off if it's too much. All right, so we're going to talk about privacy, right? So let me explain this to y'all. And I'm going to try to be nice. It's probably going to come out mean, but I'm going to try to be nice. I'm just letting y'all know right now I'm trying, right? A lot of you don't understand privacy. A lot of you understand privacy, but it's only because you be being sneaky. Let's be real. I'm a real, don't get on my live with that cap, right? So this is why most of you, when I say privacy, you can agree, yeah, love, tell them. Be private, don't tell nobody. Shut up. Stop trying to act like you play with my intelligence. I already know you be having on the sides and all kind of shit going on, which is why you want to be private. But I'm going to be real, right? I'm going to be real. Most of the time when you are not private about your relationship, I don't mean be a secret. So for some of you that's on here like, yeah, be private. Use a side and you screaming privacy because you don't want that girl to find out you fucking on her husband. That child is just not right. But anyways, right? When I say privacy, what I mean is a lot of times when y'all show too much of what y'all got going on with a person that you in a relationship with or trying to build with, you end up having to defend the shit before you actually build it into something. I'm going to let you settle in so y'all understand where I'm coming from, because a lot of you get offended when I talk about privacy, right? It's the difference between being kept a secret and just motherfucking being private for the sake of let me build something before I have to defend some shit. That ain't nothing. Fight for some shit that ain't even nothing yet. Do y'all understand what I'm explaining, right? So some of y'all in relationships, right? It's Christmas. They bought you some gifts and shit. You might have just started with them, or it might be coming up on a year or a few months or whatever, right? You think you're exclusive, right? But everybody knows that genuinely out here, this is just being real. Breathe before I say this. Take a deep breath. Receive this in. It is realistic. It is very practical. It is very simple to understand that most people, when they're in a single season of their life, they talking to more than one person. No, that doesn't mean that everybody out here, you just got to stop calling bitches just because they talking or conversating with more than one. When people be single, they be weighing out their options. So a lot of y'all like to think that, yeah, when I started talking to him, he wasn't with nobody. He might have not have been exclusively with somebody. But girl, he was sharing his energy amongst 3 or 4 females trying to decide which one he want to get serious with. Let's say your situation with him, he took it a little bit more serious, right? So now it's Christmas. The nigga bought you something, you done bought him something, you done posted it, right? You done around and posted him with the okay, cool, right? So now these other females that the nigga was rightfully talking to, because it is realistic and practical, breathe, breathe. Just take a second and breathe. It is realistic and practical to understand that when people are in a single season of their life, they be talking to multiple people. It's more than just you and that phone. Calm down, right? So you don't around and posted this based on y'all vibes and the dropping and whatever y'all got going on and whatever he done told you when he in the, You thinking y'all all the way locked in exclusive, but there is a period where you have to go through a gradient to get rid of people that you are talking to. Everybody knows when you talking to multiple people, right? And you ain't doing nothing wrong. When you're single, when you conversate with multiple people, shopping and weighing out your options, it ain't just no, oh, I'm talking to Keisha, nah, don't call me no more. It don't be working like that. You can even tell people that. And when they in their feelings about you, they'll still text or call you. You can block them. They'll find you on Instagram or Facebook, DM you, write you on Snapchat, send you a flick of that in the bedroom, get you back in the... Y'all understand this, right? This is me being practical. Breathe, bitch. Breathe. Breathe. Okay, cool, right? Fast forward, it's Christmas now. You done posted some pictures with you and the right? And instead of you just letting those be y'all memories, right? Y'all don't let the internet put y'all in this phase where y'all record everything and show everything, but you ain't built to take what come along with showing that. So now you finna act like you a hurt because you made a choice to post something online that's the World Wide Web. You done posted it, and 2 or 3 of them other girls that he was talking to when he met your ass and was, you know, in his single season and still trying to decide, and truth be told, probably still in his mind in his single season, he's still trying to really decide if he want to solely settle down with you right now. Monogamy is something that for the average male, it takes some time to fully just mature into, right? But that's another live for another day, right? So now other commenting, or they done screenshotted or screen recorded, and you're probably in a group chat. Now people talking about how you stupid. They saying you're stupid because you done bought a gift that be talking to other. Oh, now you the dumb. Look at her stupid. She done bought that a Christmas basket and she think that's her. Oh, he was over here last Tuesday. Let me post a video. Let me go live. You is so dumb. Let me tell y'all about this dumb. She posted on her story that was at my house last month eating this. Y'all know how to go in the hood, right? Y'all can laugh it up, but I'm telling the truth. Your feelings hurt, right? Now, instead of you managing emotions, nobody ain't did nothing to you, girl. You're not actually hurt. You're jealous. You're jealous of what other people have to say about what they have going on with that nigga. All this is very practical. When you tell the story, of course, you're going to tell it differently than how I'm telling it because, of course, I'm not in my feelings telling it. I can be real about it. But you jealous about what's going on. You wanted to be excited about something that you really didn't build on all the way yet. So my point is, where I'm going with this is, privacy is important because you could have let this be one of y'all first major memories for the holidays and kept that within you. What I mean by that is, had you just kept the little stuff that you had going on private, not a secret, but private, meaning only people that got your best interest at heart, only people that care about you and your feelings have the right to be able to see your memory. And I'm going to tell you what this does. If you stack up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these memories with a before you try to go public or be all on social media with the, you will feel that much more sound in what y'all have, so that when outside motherfuckers try to speak on what y'all got going on, you will have a lot of positive stacked up. Y'all negative outweigh the positive too fast, because any of the positive y'all do, y'all put it out there for it on it to spread negativity all on top of that like motherfucking peanut butter. A lot of y'all, every good memory would have turned out bad because of the stuff that happened when you told everybody about y'all good. You went on vacation, y'all came back, everybody talked about how you were stupid for letting the take you out of town. But you could have just let take you out of town and didn't tell nobody. And girl, you could have been looking in your phone, smiling at the memories as you watching the little videos and the pictures y'all took, and let yourself feel how you gonna feel about that until it really grow into something that's worth fighting for. The problem is y'all relationships don't never work because you fighting for some shit you ain't even built yet. Breathe, bitch. Breathe. Just breathe. Breathe. Take a second for y'all type all that on my live and just breathe. I'm gonna help you today. We get into that. Somebody said people be quick to debo. Now, a lot of you females, you don't went through this. Rather it was today or another holiday or a trip you took, right? So now when these go to commenting about their stuff that they had going on with the, now you turn it into the nigga did something to you, and then you go project anger onto him. Now this is a misidentified emotion. This is not the correct name for what you feeling or the way that you reacted. Y'all go then and you turn it into a villain. It turns into now where you're gonna put that pressure on him. You know how I made that monogamy video that all you hated and you felt like, oh, her voice is so deep and she got the tattoo under her chin. Oh, she's siding with the, she must be a gender. Oh, y'all was so upset about what I said about monogamy. But this is what I'm really getting at. Y'all then go and y'all pressure a to act differently than his real self in order to make you feel secure based on a wrong emotion. Catch this now. You going, oh, you need to get off of social media. And oh, you need to stop letting these think that they could just come at me. And oh, you need this, all this stuff a need to do based on you communicating wrong, identifying your emotions wrong, and really being jealous or upset about some shit that is normal and practical. If I meet right now, if I pick air off this app right now to start texting and talking to, even if we decide to this month, I know in my mind getting the in all, no matter what he buy me and all, today he's probably talking to more than just me if he ain't already in no relationship. So a month from now, 2 months from now, there's gonna be a process of him winging these other out, especially if he that's about some shit. Especially if he got some swagger, especially if he that's my type. Oh, I know it's a few in the shadows. I know you is back there. I like this. I'm a raw and I don't like that easily. So I know if I like them, if I know it's some of you hiding behind the house, under the car, in the tree. I can expect this. I'm a real. I don't be operating off emotion. So if I start talking to a on here, and let's say 3 months from now, I post a picture of me and when you come out the wood, that ain't gonna make me feel. It's very practical to know I'm with a dude that he got his going on. That's why I like him. I knew it was a few of you, but come on out. Come on out. Because I'm going to keep being private. I'm going to keep you guessing about what you think we got going on or why he ain't texting you back. Because all I'm going to worry about when I'm with this is how good I put the on him, how good my energy is, what we vibing on, how well he messed with what I got going on, what we planning for the future. Do we connect? How is his aura? How is his vibes? Do he give me that submissive feeling? Do I feel like I want to be vulnerable? Or that's all I'm going to worry about, to the point that going to eat me up so much, you going to disappear. Bye, bitch. And it won't take for me to be a victim. I won't have to be hurt. I don't have to tell nobody to stop checking their phone or you better or who is that number. I ain't doing none of that. None of that. And let's say and giggles that end up being something that I don't want. Meaning, you know, I'm seeing stuff I don't like or behave. I ain't got to get all emotional. I ain't got to act like I'm hurt. I ain't got to tell the internet he did nothing to me. The don't work this whole motherfucking time. I'ma leave. And guess what? The memories I had with this, they'll still be my private memories. So you won't be sitting around saying I was dumb about nothing. If I was dumb about something, guess what? I'll be the only one to know I'm dumb, because I'm not going to tell y'all everything me and this was doing. This is a message for some of you. Breathe. Just breathe. Breathe. Just soak it in. Take it in. Take it in. I feel like I said too much. I feel like I've been on here too long. So I'm going to say this to y'all, right? It's okay, that feeling, because I know some of y'all got that feeling of like, I've been doing it wrong. Just like I said, the caption say on here. It's cool, sis. That's growth. When you feel uncomfortable and you get that feeling in the bottom of your stomach that you might have up or you might have been operating, that's a good thing. Because now you at the point where it's a crossroads where, am I going to woman up and admit and start moving different? Or am I going to be a little girl and play victim to this live that Love Dorsey just made? Some of y'all, you can take the scenario I just gave and flip it, and it works the same way, vice versa. Some of y'all got that feeling in y'all stomach that I might have been tripping. Or you know what? Really one with it, like going off of in the moment and the vibes and what's going on. Was worrying about what it did in the past, trying to mix it with the present, trying to play out and do too much. Bro, this is a turning point. It's a fork in the road. You can mature and be grown and understand you need to do things different and identify your emotions properly, or you can be a little boy and be a victim of this live today. The choice is y'all. Just know, the same way I said in these relationships, y'all don't have to sit on here and listen to me talk about this. The swipe up, swipe left, block me, all that. work for everybody. So anybody at this live bothered or it might have hit home, I don't know what to tell you. Now I will be doing one-on-ones for the next like 4 hours. It's because it's a holiday, it's going to be $60 for 30 minutes, right? It's a phone call with me. My only one rule when I do my one-on-ones is that I'm not finna be arguing with you about your motherfucking business. So when I start giving you this real, you got to be woman or man enough to accept. I'm not finna hold your hand and baby you through the shit. If you're out of pocket, I'm going to tell you out of pocket. You feel me? So I'm going to make a post. You can comment under there if you want to get a one-on-one. I do it via Cash App. As soon as, I lock you in, I'm going to have you inbox me. I lock you in, and I'll go ahead and give you a time. I'll give you a number to call. You'll be able to call me, and we can get it popping. I hope this live helps somebody. I am going to post it on my page, and you can tag somebody. But listen, it's a lot I don't give no spot. You start all that arguing in my comments, it's the easiest way for you to get blocked. And then for those of y'all that want to use my platform to give y'all narrative or what y'all think about relate, do that on your own page where nobody actually follows you and listens to that. It's not going to work on mine. I'm going to delete the comment time your get done typing it. All right? Merry Christmas to y'all. Anybody that's been supporting me, I with y'all. And anybody that's been streaming my music, man, I with y'all. I appreciate it from the heart. If you ordered my book, man, I with you. If y'all ordered my book off my website, it was on back order. I'm getting some new ones in a few days here, so don't panic about your order if you did order your book off of lovedorseytv.com. But guess what? Y'all books come signed, so it will be worth it. It'll have my signature in there, personalized to you. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed rest of the night.
Thanks for tuning in to 9 Mag TV.